Hey, Panther family. I'm Assistant Principal Jim Lister-Looker, and I'd like to welcome you to this edition of Panther Style for March 11th, 2020. I don't know if you can tell what the theme is from the cover slide, but let's get going. One of the things I like to do at the beginning of every episode is share how people can get auto-generated closed captions in the language of their choice. So those steps are right there. I'd like to call attention to step 6 that says if anything is funny when it gets translated, hopefully it's humorous, or you can forgive us. All right, so we are going to talk about the Tuesday evacuation that happened here at PDCMS. If you remember on 2/22/22, some events happened, and we're going to recap those right now. Okay. All right, so life started out according to plan. There was a fire reported across the street from Lincoln Elementary. Because of the winds and because of the proximity, Lincoln made the decision to evacuate their students here to PDCMS. And working with the district security and emergency management office, Mrs. Dolan decided that we needed to evacuate students as well, and that we would follow our well-rehearsed emergency plan to do that. So midway through the evacuation, the deputies directed students to all move to the front of the school. That was done out of an abundance of caution, really, because the high winds were blowing the smoke directly into the area where we evacuate and line up. And it was really not clear whether the fire would jump over Portola, start up at Lincoln, start up on one of our buildings. We weren't really sure what was going to happen. So again, out of an abundance of caution, we did what we did. So when the deputies redirected us, we were unexpectedly split into two different groups in two different locations on campus. Not something that we had practiced. All right, so the good news, even though it's on a fire slide, is that despite everything that happened, it was an unexpected turn of events. We had problems establishing communication between the separated groups. The staff members really pulled together to make sure that all students got home safely. And that's because student safety is our number one priority. And just real quick, to address belongings that were left behind, we will always do our best to get the belongings back to you as quickly as possible, but those can be replaced, and we can't replace your students, your kiddos. So that was where we went with that decision. All right, so now what? Administration here at PDCMS met with DSUSD leadership, and we debriefed the incident. As a team, we developed an action plan to address a lot of the issues that we identified, all of the things that could have gone better. That action plan has been implemented. And in addition, we took it a step farther and we updated our emergency plan. So, we learned some things during the incident, and we wanted that to be reflected in our plan going forward. So, for example, one of the things is that rather than scattering and finding their homeroom teachers, students are going to now remain with the class that they were with when the evacuation started. And I've got some good news about that in just a little bit here. All right, so we adapted and we practiced. So yesterday, on Thursday, we conducted an earthquake drill that was followed by an evacuation. Students and staff did amazing. It all went down flawlessly, and we practiced all of those changes to our current emergency plan. District representatives were here, and we got an A+ for how it all went. And we are talking about making some additional changes to the plan, especially around how students are reunited with their families. So stay tuned for some more news in that area. Off theme, but exciting and happy. Today we held our Student of the Month Assembly for the months of December, January, and February. I'm not going to read the names to you guys, but we want to congratulate all of the students of the month They're Special Panthers for sure. They rocked it. Give you a second here to check out the slide. Okay, and so looking at the week ahead, we've got some stuff coming up. On Monday, masking indoors is no longer required by the district. It's a strong recommendation per the California Department of Public Health and the District Board of Education, but you don't have to do it anymore. Strongly recommended. There will be some students and staff who continue to mask, and we're asking that everybody respect their choice and we don't bully, ridicule, do anything negative because it's a choice. You can make that choice, and we will respect that choice here at PDCMS. There are a lot of club meetings on the calendar. Monday's a very busy day, as is Wednesday. We are also having our Rites of Passage celebration. I'm really excited for that one on Wednesday. And then the PDCMS Foundation meets as well. We've got some auditions coming up for next year for the dance program on Thursday the 17th. PDHS counselors will be here visiting 8th grade humanities classes to answer questions and talk to students about next steps. And the third quarter grading window closes on Friday the 18th. So if there are missing assignments, get them in. Down at the bottom, I added a little bit. There are a lot of changes to the COVID-19 protocols. A lot of them you can find specifically in the DSUSD COVID-19 safety plan. And I know that Principal Dolan's email coming out today will have a lot of additional information. But for example, volunteers are now again welcome on campus. And there are a lot of other changes, so stay tuned for that. Some good stuff. I don't want to surprise anybody, but we are ending with gratitude. I especially want to thank everybody for their flexibility and patience with regard to that evacuation. We learned things, we're improving things, and we're going to continue to improve them. And, you know, I doubt an experience like that will happen again. It's always hard during an emergency because no matter how much you practice, there are some things that are just off when you actually go through the execution. But we're committed to keeping everybody safe and learning as we go and making it as excellent as possible. All right, guys. So thank you for watching Panther Style. I'm Assistant Principal Jim Lister-Looker. Have a fantastic weekend, and don't forget to move your clocks forward 1 hour. Thought we voted against that. I thought it was going away, but here we are. Hopefully we have a good Monday next week. Bye now.